Here I am again on the same day. Crazy. We got the Commonplace Book here. Definitely more of a binder. It is still super duper empty. That's okay though. We can fill it in, and sometimes more is actually less and less is actually more. Not really sure what the saying is, but we gotta get into this. This has a little bit more information. We've got... Wait. Crap, did I do that right? Yeah. Okay. Haven't done this in a really long time. I actually haven't made one of these since like 2018? I don't know. It's been a while. I think I made one in the 2020s. But yeah, anyways. We've got holidays now. So, still got the contents page. I'm realizing this is going to be very difficult to do when I have 200 pages in here. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll get a nice like overhead view. That'd be cool. I won't be visible, but it's probably fine. Okay. This looks normal. I got the birthdays page. Birthdays are cool. Now, here we have the holidays. I decided to fill this in a tiny bit because nothing was filled in. Yeah. So that's holidays. This page is kind of scrunched up, which it's okay. Doesn't need to be perfect. All I need to do is be better than it was before. So, just be consistent, get it done. Not a problem. And I'm kind of ruining it. It's not really supposed to be held like this. You know, you were supposed to keep it flat. And I'm kind of screwing it up by doing this, but that's what we're doing today. Gotta record a bunch of things at the same time so I can actually work on getting it done. Right. So we got holidays, names and dates. We'll have the names of the holidays on the left-hand side and the dates on the right-hand side. I definitely forgot some piece of information here. So we're supposed to have the years listed at the very top. Instead of this saying May 25th, it should say 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. Hopefully I didn't say those numbers wrong. Anyways, I have this listed as binder day because I started writing things down that I was thinking about and actually organizing them on May 25th, 2015, which was a long time ago. Although I actually started on the 22nd to 23rd around midnight. Yeah. But May 25, 2015 is a lot easier to remember. Or so I thought. The thing is, because it's not true, I'm going crazy. I think about it all the time. Because I'm like, that's not what it is. That doesn't matter. We don't really need to worry about that. You can also, instead of putting these in a big book, you can just put them on the wall. You know, if you're at like your computer, for example, your computer's against this wall, except it's like right here, because computers normally go on a desk and they're not mounted on the wall, and it's a lot lower. Anyways, you'd have the computer here, and you could have the stuff on the wall, so you could just look up and be like, oh yeah, that's the birthday, that's the event. What are the other pages? I think birthdays and upcoming events were on the same page. And then holidays. Now, you might actually want to go up and just keep going up. If you have really bad vision, that might be kind of impossible. I'm not actually really sure how people's vision is supposed to work, because mine is unusual. They might not even go on the wall. They might go on the door. For example, you might have something near the floor as a number to call, like, I don't know, some sort of safety-related services. I feel really weird about saying like emergency or fire or anything else like that. I feel like I'm saying a word I'm not supposed to say in public, because this will be public. But anyways, if you add something to the bottom of your door or just the middle of your door, it'd be a pretty easy spot to find the numbers. Of course, this is one of those things where it's just better to add the stuff into the phone first, so that way if you have your phone you could just call the number. But this is more of a backup. You know, this is a place for someone to, you know, have something to hold on to in case everything gets screwed up. They have something to work with. So it's kind of like a starter guide, but also a backup. You can do some big smart people things with it, I guess. I just use a computer. Come on. These are useful. And the thing I was talking about for school is a book. Wherever we can't take this stuff out. Like for this, we can just do this. Take the individual pages out, switch them out however we want. That's not a problem. Now for school, if we wanted to keep everything standardized and we wanted to sell a product, and this is not a product, we just try to scam people, you know, that this is something that works, won't cost you money, and I can't really profit off telling you how it works. I mean, I guess I could if there's enough like ad revenue or there's a Patreon or something, but if that doesn't happen, I'm just telling you how this works, you know? It's quite easy. It might seem intimidating, but it really is just one page at a time. You know, like, never underestimate the first page, or the second page, or the third page. The thing is, once you get to like 200 pages, it's like, that's just another page. I don't really care, you know? And then, you know, they can be switched out, no problem. By the way, these are just example pages. We don't need to use these pages, although if someone doesn't use a contents page, why? Why are you doing this? Because the fun thing about having these markers on the first page of the sections is that if we want to add a second contents page, we can do that. Because look at that. This tab is still behind. So we can add a second, and a third, and a fourth, and a fifth. If you're adding more than 5, though, I feel like each section is like one page. So probably chill out. Maybe combine some of those. Because, well, personally, I can only really keep track of 26 categories at a time. 52 if we're counting, you know, active projects and potential future projects. After that point, it's just like, what am I, like, what am I looking at? What am I looking for? Like, imagine going to school and having 26 subjects. That's insane. That's just way too many. So if you fill this with like more than 26 unique things at the same time, like, impressive. I'm very happy with the attempt, but that might be a little too much. It's a good amount of information. It's just you might need to combine those. For example, what do we have so far? We have birthdays and holidays. Now, birthdays is actually birthdays and events. And then we have holidays there. So we could make that 3 different pages. Right, it's mirrored. I always... yeah, we could change that into 3. We could combine them all into 1. You know, it would be like birthdays, holidays, and events, and we just have that as a line. Going to right here. Another fun thing about having birthdays in the front is you get to see where the line is in the middle. There are lots of little tricks like that, which, you know, people will find out by accident, which is quite nice. Anyways, time for the next one.